Hello everyone, this is Mirza Sohel. So today we are starting from the polity, Lakshmikant. So today we will see the second chapter of the Indian polity by Lakshmikant sir. So let us start chapter 2, making of constitution. So in this, first we have to see that the chapter name is making of constitution. So for making of constitution there are certain steps to be taken, and other is that a assembly should be formed to make a constitution. So what is mean by Constituent Assembly? Let us call it as CA. So we will call this Constituent Assembly as CA. So a group of people making a document which will be accepted as constitution. So a group of people, a bunch of people get together for making a constitution which will be accepted all over the India. So that setup of assembly or a group of people is known as Constituent Assembly. It is clear? So second, for making that members are required. So in Constituent Assembly CA there were 389 members. First there were 389 members. So the third point, to start a to start up a something making of a constitution or anything, first the idea should be developed in our mind or someone should give us the idea. So the first idea was had by M.N. Roy in the year 1934. In the year 1934, he had an idea of making CA, but he did not declare it officially. But in the year 1935, Indian National Congress declared officially as a demand of CA. So first he got first idea of making CA, but INC finally officially demanded for Constituent Assembly in the year 1935 when they demand against British. So in the year 1940, Britishers had accepted the demand of making Constituent Assembly in the year 1940. So they have made the name and they have gave the name as August Offer. So the question may be arise, what is August Offer? Have you cleared about this? August Offer is the acceptance of demand of the INC and the Indians in the year 1940, and it was named as August Offer. Next, but in this also the CA was not built up or made. Next, in the year 1942, Cripps mission, Sir Stafford Cripps had moved up a mission of making Indian Constituent Assembly, but first Muslim League, then after INC have rejected it of making Constituent Assembly under the Cripps mission. So in this also it has been failed. No CA was formed. But focus on 7th. Under the Cabinet Mission Plan 1946, Constituent Assembly was made. So we can say it as CMP, Cabinet Mission Plan. Under the Cabinet Mission Plan, CMP was made in the year 1946. So let's move to next one. Here, composition of Constituent Assembly. So the CA was constituted on November 1946. In the year November 1946, the Constituent Assembly was composed or constituted. At that time, the total strength was 389. The total strength was 389, and in that 389, the government has chosen that there should be no discrimination between the peoples. So on the basis of the population, the ratio the people have been selected. So from the British provision, from the indirect elections of the MLAs of the British provision, 296 members were selected, and the 93 members were nominated by the princely state, selected by the head of the princely state. So here the people who were selected from the British provision were indirectly selected by the MLAs of 11 provisions, but who were selected from the princely state was nominated by the selected they were nominated by the princely state head who were ruling at that time. So here many peoples have participated in making of Constituent Assembly and Indian Constitution, but except Mahatma Gandhi ji and here Muhammad Ali Jinnah, they both did not played any role in composition of Constituent Assembly and Indian Constitution. Let's move to next. The working of Constituent Assembly. How does a Constituent Assembly works? The first meeting of Constituent Assembly was held on 9th December 1946. This is very much important. 9th December 1946. The first CA meeting was held. So in that only 211 members have been participated or attended that meeting. This has been completed. Then the major role of Muslim League. The Muslim League did not come or participated in the first meeting of CA because they have boycotted the meeting for demand of separate state as Pakistan. So they have boycotted first meeting. On 9 December 1946 there was a first meeting and there were only 211 members on the first meeting. So the meeting has been held. There should be a president of that meeting or a president of a CA or a group of people who were making CA. So Sachin the Anand Sena was temporary president of that CA. He was only the temporary president, not permanent. Are the elected only temporary president Sachin Anand Sena. But later Dr. Rajendra Prasad have been elected by the people for being president of CA, and also H.C. Mukherjee and V.T. Krishnamacharya were the vice president. It is clear. Objective resolution. What is objective resolution? We have learned before the first meeting was held on 9 December 1946, but later on 13 December, first meeting was on 9th, on after some days on 13 December 1946, Jawaharlal Nehru have moved a resolution and named it as Objective Resolution. What was Objective Resolution? The Objective Resolution contains dignity, secularity, sovereignty among the people, the dignity of people, freedom of people, equality of people. So it have influenced many things. So that was objective resolution. And if we want to see that resolution, its modification form is our preamble. Indian, we the people of India. What is that? It modification version is our preamble. It is also it has also played a major role. Objective resolution. Independence Act. We have seen 3-4 topics before. After independence, this Independence Act is after independence. What happened after independence? According to the Mountbatten Plan, according to Mountbatten Plan, he has stated that there should, after independence, there should be only two states or two countries. It may be either Pakistan or India, nothing more than that. So, according to Mountbatten Plan, peoples from princely state and British provision divided into two. Most of them merged with India. So when they merge with India, the population somewhat decrease and increase between both. So some changes have been occurred after some changes have been brought by the Independence Act. What were the changes brought by the Independence Act? Let us see. Assembly was made fully sovereign. This is the main point. When we were under the rule of British, what they used to say, we used to follow that. But after independence, the first aim our freedom fighters, our talented peoples have focused on our assembly, that they have made it fully sovereign, so that no Britisher, no any Britain Parliament can make us to force us to make any law which they likes. So it has clearly given that assembly can make fully sovereign body, had made fully sovereign body, and it can utter any law made by the British Parliament. It is very good work done by them. So second, Constituent Assembly became first legislative body. So when we got independence, there were no government, there were nothing to rule the country. The people have been come through a big happiness of getting freedom, but there was not any government to handle the happiness of people. So after many discussions, the Constituent Assembly itself converted into a legislative body. It used to do both work. When the CA work should be needed under the presidency of Dr. Rajendra Prasad, uh, the CA used to work. When the government work is needed under the presidency or the chairmanship of G.V. Mavalankar, it used to work. So, as per the condition, as per the demand, the same body used to do both work. Then after independence, we got independence on 15th August 1945. After independence, Muslim League withdrew from the Constituent Assemblies because they were the first person for demanding the separate state. So as they got a new state, they have withdrawn from making of Constituent Assembly. Other function, what were the other function performed by our Constituent Assembly or legislative body? The first was it ratified for being member of Commonwealth. It ratified India for being a member of Commonwealth. This is also a good achievement. So later it also adopted our CA or legislative body also adopted national flag on the day 22 July 1947 before independence. Also adopted national anthem and also national song. For national anthem is Jana Gana Mana, national song Vande Mataram. So they both were adopted on the same day, 24 January 1950. This is also adopted on 24 January 1950. Again, big work was done on this day was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, elected as first president of India on the same date, 24 January 1950. So this three work have been done on the same date. These three work have been done on the same day. So the constitution was made, and for making of constituent assembly, for making of constitution, the constituent assembly had held 11 session. So what was the time period of the 11 session holding? The time was in detail. It is in detail 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days. It have took almost 3 years we can say, but two in detail. If you are learning in detail, 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days it took. And for arranging up all the facilities or more things which were required at that time, the expenditure was used. So what was the expenditure brought up in the 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days was rupees 64 lakhs were used. 64 lakh expenditure was used. We know this, the basic thing. The first general election was held in 1951. So what were the committees? For making of constitution, there were 8 major committees who were trying to make the Indian constitution. From among them all, drafting committee was one of the best committee of making Indian constitution, and it was been selected. So let us learn about this. There were 8 major committees who were making Indian constitution. So the first committee was drafting committee. We all know that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was its chairman. Completed. So We can recall it in a very beautiful manner easily. Here, these three. So, the first drafting committee by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Union Power Committee, Union Constitution Committee, State Committee was under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru. Steering Committee and Rules of Procedure Committee was under the leadership of Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and also the Provincial Committee and Committee of Fundamental Rights was under the leadership of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So the to understand this all, easy way to understand this, the first drafting committee by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Union Power Committee, Union Constitution Committee, State Committee by Jawaharlal Nehru, Steering Committee, Rule of Procedure Committee by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Provisional Committee, Committee of Fundamental Rights by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Drafting Committee. We have learned before the 8 major committees. Now the separate topic about drafting committee. Drafting committee, because drafting committee is very much important, because of only the drafting committee our constitution had a major unique features that we are enjoying its luxuriety or something we can say. So the chairman of drafting committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The drafting committee was set up on 29 August 1947. On 26 November 1949, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar moved a resolution or a motion the constitution settled by the assembly be passed. So on 26 November 1949, after the three drafts, there were three drafts took up for arranging the constitution. After the three drafts, on 26 November 1947, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar have moved a motion. The constitution set up by the assembly be passed. So it is a major motion moved by the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So on 26 November 1949, in presence of 284 out of 299 members signed approval for constitution. So after this motion, from 299 members, after the withdrawal of Muslim League peoples and etc., and adding of the princely state members who joined India, there were 299. From 299 to 84 were present at that time. So they all have signed and approved the Indian Constitution. We can see in the photographs that uh, all the people are coming and signing the Constitution. We can see in many photos or videos. So committee was of 7 members. The drafting committee was of 7 members. Who are the 7 members means Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of drafting committee, Gopalaswamy Iyengar, uh, Aladi Krishna Swamy, Dr. K.M. Munshi, Syed Muhammad Sadullah, N. Madhava Rao, T. Krishnamachari. They were the 7 members who participated and were the member of drafting committee and have played a very vital and very big role in making our Indian constitution. So let us move to next. So enforcement, what is the enforcement? The constitution of India came into force on 26 January 1950. This day is a unique day because here 26 January 1930, this day was in 1930. This time period was of about Lahore section. So 26 January 1930, this day was celebrated as Purna Swaraj Day. From 26 January 1930, this day was celebrated as Purna Swaraj Day. To remember, to recall this day and to memorize this day every year after completion of Indian Constitution on 26 November 1949, but also the constitution was came up into force and waited for launching it for 2 months from 26 November to 26 January 1949 to 1950 was to determine or to recall the Purna Swaraj Day of Lahore section. 26 January 1949 Indian Constitution was 26 November 1949 Constitution was made, but to recall this 26 January 1930 day every year. So for after waiting 2 months on 26 January 1950 the Constitution have been launched or totally came into force. So what are the important facts? Important facts from this chapter are elephant. Elephant was adopted as symbol of CA Constituent Assembly. B.N. Rao was appointed as a constitutional advisor. M.N. Roy was another person. This is B.N. Roy is another person. So H.V.R. Iyengar was secretary of Constitutional Assembly. S.N. Roy Mukherjee was chief draftsman of CA. Prem Bihari was calligrapher who written a constitution in italic style. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great pleasure day.